sounds a bit better now. How's that sound now? Morning, Dick. I just need to know if the sound's any good. I just had a couple of complaints about the sound. Don't know with that. Morning, Rob. I don't know why that is there. Does the sound still bad then? Morning, Jamie. How's that sound? Because yeah, it sound ain't great. I wonder why that's. See, I don't like doing it when the sound's shit. I wonder what it is. I can't even hear nothing. So what? There's like a slight buzzing in the background. I think it might be a lawnmower. Yeah, I think it might be the freezer. All right, lovely, lovely, lovely. So we've been through a part of my life already now, and this getting myself in the right mindset to discuss the next leg of the journey. So the life started in the early 80s, 90s, making a name for himself, growing, fighting, robbing, stealing, doing what you do to fit in a basically racist environment, growing out of all of that, getting into nicking money, having a mindset to just do above and beyond what everyone else was prepared to do. I had a crazy mindset. There's no mistaking it. People that know me from when I was a kid know that I was troubled, focused, committed, and I just wanted to achieve, you know. So, albeit I tried to achieve all the badness in life, and up the ladder we went. So, things really, on the spectrum of crime and sort of notoriety, like being noticed, being that guy, actually got to the pinnacle point in my life where I'd moved to Marbella. I'd started, well, do you know what I'll do? I'll go back to 2006. So 2006, I gets out of jail. I've just been sentenced for a Mac 10 machine gun silencer and all sorts of accessories, under investigation for numerous murders and shootings. Got out, had enough of that. sort of environment, thinking, right, what can I do next? What can I do? Where can I go? Like, bearing in mind I've been pretty spiritual on my journey thus far. I remember making a deal that I wouldn't do no badness in England for these people that I've been socialising with for so long. So what do I do? What do I do? So one of my pals moved to Spain. Like, a young lady, godfather to her daughter, Josephine, and then Jojo. So basically, Josephine moved over to Spain, doing all properties and working straight sort of thing. And when I got out of jail in 2006, I just wanted different. I wanted to do something different. So prior to me getting out, I've been speaking to Dib, Josephine, about going or coming to stay with her, starting my life over again. You know, I've got a new bird. I want to come over there. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. She was like, yeah, no, it's wicked over here. I'm getting into the properties. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You can get involved. It's not a problem. There's money to be made. All legit as well. So I was like, sick. Obviously, I knew that I was going to be getting up to naughty stuff. I never once thought for a minute back then. And I want to talk openly and honestly, and I want to smile and laugh, because through the madness and through the chaotic insanity, I had some fun, you know, and I enjoyed myself. The consequences are the consequences, but nonetheless, at the time, in the moment, it was fun. So I get out of jail in 2006. What am I going to do? So I got a license. I set up Haste Waste. I had the name of the delivery company as well. We started delivering. We were going to start delivering drink, but we never got off the ground. The Haste Waste got off the ground. Started doing little bits and pieces. So now I'm waiting for my license to come. My license to end. So I'm on that. I was going to give you the mindset that I had. So I'm going to talk as if I'm old Marvin Herbert. So I get out of jail, right, what the fuck? Right, I'm not having it with him no more, I'm not having it with him no more. Right, what can I do? Right, what's he up to? So now I'm contemplating who I'm going to work with, what I'm going to do. Now, prior to coming out, I knew I was going to Spain. So as soon as I got out, I had to generate enough finances for myself to actually get to Spain and live and not come back here. That was the mindset I had. So I'm thinking, right, I had a little bit of money, not a fortune, but I had a bit of money. The missus was working. She had her own little bit of scratch. She was pretty resourceful in her own ways. She was working. She was linked into her cousins all around Edgware Road. And yeah, she was into properties and stuff like that. So I didn't ever have to worry about Zoe. So all I'm thinking now is, right, parcels, how much? Money every week, money every month. I need money to live over there, because I can't go over there and be a pont. So start working out what I can do to generate the finances to get me over to Spain, so I don't have to come back here. Yeah, so I come back, started putting my head to the ground, getting busy as you do. Yeah, so what do I do? Right, what's matey up to? What's he up to? So what was that? 2006. So I get to that 2006. One of my pals is doing a bit of graft. So I nicked a bit of graft off him. Cutting a very long story short, we end up nicking a few quid. I think it was about 25 quid a month. After everyone had their wages, it was 25 quid a month profit. So now I've built myself up, busy in the plot, putting my name about, patching up some old wounds, you know, sort of creating some more ag as we do, you know. Yeah, so everyone knows who needs to know. The bit of ag we had up until I went. Yeah, so in and out of ag, driving myself mad, nicking a bit of money here, nicking a bit of money there. So I get myself up to about 25 grand a month profit, turning over a substantial amount. So all I was focused on was getting that liquid money from me. So I was nicking 25 grand and everybody else was getting paid and everything else was getting done. And as long as I had that 25 grand plus me buying money and whatever I was doing. So now I'm sweet, right? 25 quid. I think it was 25 quid a month I was getting. So I thought, right, so you can go to Marbella now. So gets over to Marbella, still doing what I'm doing in England, so I had to keep coming back once a fortnight. Grafting, over there, making links, as you do, growing the network, in and out of everybody's fucking business as much as possible to nick a few quid. So, obviously before I left England, I was a bit of a party animal, so I did like to party in the early youth days. So I used to love to party. So I used to love to party. I'm not going to get into the whys and won'ts and the psyche and I'm just going to talk as if I'm that guy and I'm enjoying it. So boom, I'm over there now. Right, we need to be out. So we're out the weekends, we're out the daytime, the sun's shining. So now you're seeing all the big motors, big houses, big watches. Obviously I'm grafting, I want a bit of all of it, do you know what I'm saying? So, does as Marvin does. You know, I dive in head first. So basically landing, so I'm got my 25 grand a month, so I'm happy now with my wages, I'm laughing now, sweet, I've got this coming in, I've got that coming in, I've got that turning over, I've got that turning over. Miles nice. So I leave him in control of that, I leave him in control of that, I'm gone. So I'm gone now. So I'm sitting over there, grafting. I'm going out every day as you do, socialising, because I didn't know any faces over there. I knew some people from England, but they weren't sort of the hierarchy in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like the ladder goes a lot higher than London and England. So basically, I'm over there making links with people, getting involved with anything I could. I had a look at a couple of bits of work, I had a look at a couple of jewellers, a couple of banks, a couple of bits and bobs, a couple of vans, and you know what, it's just, it ain't worth it, you know, like, all the security guards and proper security guards in the old build are all tooled up, so the chances of you sort of coming unstuck by old build and laying them down because you've got a tool and they haven't, or putting them under pressure where they've got to back up and you can get away, that weren't an option anymore because it's just a straight shootout. So now I thought, fuck all that. I ain't gonna start getting into all that. What can I do? Obviously everybody knows what Marbella is notorious for. So I'm not talking out of school. I got involved with a couple of ducking and diving moves, making money, putting people together. I won't go into the specifics because I don't know the legalities of the conversation. So ducking and diving, making money here, ducking and diving, making money there. Got involved in a bit of path, got involved in a couple of bits and pieces. And then I suppose it was the character within me. Well, do you know what? The character within me. Right? I'm not going to start sitting here thinking because I've been told that I'm the guy, and I'm the guy. So I am Marvin Herbert, and I was that guy. So basically, I'm here, I'm grafting. All of a sudden, someone gets a bit lemon in the bar, so I'm like, who's he talking to? Like, mate, boom, 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 boom. Do you know what? Yeah, so I'm making moves, I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm grafting, I'm putting things together, I'm making money. Obviously, over there it was fucking very competitive, but not very real. It was kind of fabricated. So I'm just kind of, who's this one, who's that one, who's this one? And then one day I just thought, do you know what? fuck it. If I want to die here, I want to die here. You know, but I've got to make this work. I've got to make some money, and I can't wait for this one, I can't wait for that one, I can't do this with that one, I can't, like, they're all fucking, you know, like, just, you ask for something, someone will come to you and say, mate, can you get such and such? And I say, yeah, I've got someone. And I'll go back to the fella, right, and say, mate, I've got someone for blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, give me a couple of days. And they're like, well, they want it now. And they're like, well, you're going to have to wait till Monday. All right, yeah, sweet. Monday comes up, can you wait till Wednesday? And it's just bullshit. Do you understand? So I'm thinking, what the fuck, right? So who are these people going to? Who are the people they go and see? What? Who are these other fucking people? Like, it can't just be London. Like, fuck. So all of a sudden I'm mixing, linking, like all sorts of nationalities, Romanians, Russians, fucking Bulgarians, Russians, Georgians, Syrians, Lithuanians, Italians, French, Irish, like everybody from everywhere was there. So I just took my pick, mate. So I always gravitate to people that are doing better than me, or people that sort of are just like me, because there's no complications then. If everybody knows who's who, everybody knows what's what, there ain't no issues. And I know who I am, I know what I'm prepared to do. I don't need to fucking pretend to be anyone. So I'm just here doing what I'm doing. So I'm there thinking, right, what's the first things we've done? Yeah, so the bit of Mickey we got involved in, done a bit of Puff, and then it was just ag, really, just ag. So I'd go out partying, right, so Marv, I'm going out partying. Right, so I'm going to tell you how I remember it, and I'm going to tell you a story because it's because of the man I was what got me where I am. So that's, I keep trying to, but, right, so mindset. See how I keep coming back into this mindset of explaining myself when I've got to stay in this mindset of the person I was, right? So I'm there. So I'm thinking, right, I've got to go to him for graft. I've got to go with the graft. They're not giving me the graft. They're not putting me with the people. Fuck them, right? One more, fuck them. I'm going to go and do my own thing. So then I started flying into a few Moroccans, few French people, finding out other prices, other coups, other movements, other strategies. So I started plugging in with all these other foreigners, so to speak. So I'm grafting with all the French, Moroccans, Romanians, not Romanians, it was the Bulgarians. Right, so I was doing a lot of work with Bulgarians over there. The Russians come in a later date, and then I linked up with that Kian. So Kian was linked up with absolutely everybody. So I've just gone back to him one day. I said, mate, listen, I need a plug. I need this, I need that, I need everything. Like, put it on the plate, let's get grafted, let's do what we're doing. Like, this is all bullshit. Anyway, he couldn't stand up to the levels that I needed him to stand up to. So I dropped him out because he was another geezer that just talked a load of bollocks, right? Talking like them, I call them white rabbits. They tell you something's there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've got something for you, I've got something for you. Oh, do you know what? This happened, that. So fuck that, man. They're not the source. So I went through a lot of people like butter over there. And I'm just trying to find my mark. I'm trying to find my place. I'm trying to find my niche. Trying to find everything I can so I can become that Marvin Herbert that I've dreamt about. So now I'm grafting, looking, and then all of a sudden, someone's come to me one day and said, listen, I've got a little firm that owe me a lump of money, and I don't think they're going to pay me. I said, who are they? I said, such and such. I said, where are they from? I said, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. So, made a couple of phone calls. Hello, mate, do you know this firm? Yeah? Well, I've got an issue with them. Is that going to be a problem? No. Hello, mate. I've got an issue. Will that be a problem? No. Hello, mate. Is that going to be an issue? No. Boom. So now, I'm not going to have an issue with people that I know at home. So I just flopped on, but I was just flopping on people that I wouldn't have issues with at home, right? So now I'm flopping on people, just sticking it on everybody everywhere. Obviously, in Spain, I was walking about the tool every day. I did get arrested and go away for it, so I can talk about it. I went everywhere I went, I had a tool. Any argument I had, it got used or it got backed up or someone got pistol whipped. So I was just that one man sort of force of nature. Someone said, that's what someone said to me yesterday. Yeah, I was just like a force of nature. I was just one individual trying to get to a place that would normally be virtually impossible if I never had all the attributes that I was made with. So basically I'm going through Spain like a whirlwind, absolutely trying to become the best villain I can be, trying to make as much money as possible. So I think what really made things, or what made people pay attention, was one night I'm in a gaff with an old friend of mine. Is believe it or not, his son's more closer to me now than he actually is. He had issues growing up, and me and him just didn't see eye to eye, and we just sort of went our separate ways. Not in a bad way, but everyone has issues they deal with in different ways. I didn't like the way he was dealing with his issues, and we just sort of drifted apart. But his sons are phenomenal little athletes, and they're doing really well. So I'm grateful for that. So basically, I'm out having a drink with my pal, who was the boyfriend of my goddaughter, who I was over there seeing. So he was seeing her on and off, and basically I looked all in with him. He could get me all the party trips when I needed them. He could get me everything I needed. He sort of plugged into a few people when I was over there. So I'm out having a drink with him and his sort of so-called firm, his people, his lot, right? And these big like internationals and blah blah blah. So we're having a drink. All of a sudden, sitting down with this fella from Liverpool, an older boy. So like, he's talking. Now, for those that you don't know, I've got a family up in Liverpool, and the closest person to me in my whole entire life growing up was my cousin Stephen. And me and him was like cousins, but we were more like brothers. And you know, like when we was just so close, it was unreal. And I've never found anyone with who I could have that kind of relationship with. So basically, he tragically died early 2000s, and it broke my heart, because this was a kid that done everything for his family, for his missus. He had every job you could think of. He wasn't a bad man, he was just a funny gentleman. He was one of them geezers that just, you wanted him out everywhere you went, because no matter what happened, you'd be busting your balls. He was laughing, right? So all of a sudden, I love my cousin like you could imagine. He weren't mean, but he was the opposite end of the spectrum, but the most genuine person you'll ever meet. So, and I loved him like you couldn't imagine. So I'm sitting in this bar in Spain, a few years after my cousin's died, because he died like suddenly of an heart attack. So I'm sitting in this bar, all of a sudden this older Scouse fella starts talking. He said, "You know what, lad?" And we've had a few drinks, we're all in that merry mode, and he's gone, "Do you know what? I used to have a kid that used to work for me, right? Because, yeah, and mate, this kid, he was amazing. He was this," and like, he started talking about this kid like he was the bollock, like he was the absolute nuts. He was the best kid. He'd ever worked with on his firm. He'd achieved this, he'd achieved that. Without this kid, this wouldn't have happened, that wouldn't have happened, this wouldn't have happened. I was like, damn. So I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Crocky," right? So I said, "What, Crockstuff?" He went, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know, you might even know my family, the Mahonis." So he's gone, "No." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, do you know that lad I was just talking about?" So I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's Stevie, lad." And I was like, "Shut up." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Fuck, you're talking about my cousin, bro." Like, he's like, my cousin wasn't the man that he was describing, right? My cousin wasn't a fighter. He wasn't a bad man. He wasn't a textbook gangster. He was just a lovable guy that done everything for his family, worked as hard as he could, and tried his best, mate. And then he just dropped dead of an heart attack one day in his house. Bonfire night, I think it was, if I stand correctly. Anyway, so he's talking about my cousin, who, like, he's this saint, giant fella, and I was like, wow. So I said, "Do you know what, mate? I ain't being funny." I said, "You don't know this," I said, "but what you just said about my cousin has touched me like you never imagined. And for them words alone, I'm indebted to you. Right? And I will do anything you want to do. Anything that you need doing, or any ag you have, I'm with you, right? And I'll do whatever you need. And I meant it because of what he said about my cousin. And people that know me know when I say things that I mean it, I mean it. So all of a sudden, we're having a chat, we're having a conversation, blah, 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 and he went, do you know what, lad, seeing as you said, I've got a bit of an issue here. I said, where? He said, in Marbella. I said, with who? So he said, blah, blah. So he mentioned someone that I know very well, very, very well. That's a very honourable man, very decent character, and he's never pulled anyone's pants down at that stage, as far as I knew, right? So he started going, this fella, he's run off with £500,000 and this and that, this and that, this and that. I was like, what? I said, nah. I said, I think you got it wrong, mate. He was like, no. I said, well, you're talking about my pal. I said, and to be quite honest with you, like, that ain't him, mate. So he's like, what, could you get him to come and see us? I said, what are you talking about? Of course I can. So I rang him up. I said, hello, mate. I said, look, I'm sitting here with a family friend of mine, like, and a family in the strongest sense of the word, because like he's with my cousin at home. And he's like, yeah, what is it? I said, well, apparently you owe him a lump of money. So we went, is it such and such? I said, has it happened? Yeah. He went, I've been looking for him for weeks, mate. Tell him I've got his scratch. He's sitting there, but there was something wrong with the job. There was something wrong with this. There was something wrong with that. And that's all sitting there, and he can do what he wants, mate. There's no issues. He's been swerving me. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So I said, all right, sweet. So I put the phone down. I said, mate, look, he'll come and meet us. He's asked me, that's it, because he said to me, bring him down to see me now. So I said, all right, sweet. So then put the phone down. I said, sweet, mate, not an issue. I said, I think it might be a bit cross-wires. I said, but we'll pop down and see him after here. He said, right, where is he? I said, he's down the pool. He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I said, he's my pal, man. Don't worry about that. I said, he ain't going to talk shit to me. So he was like, all right, sweet. So anyway, we start partying, doing what we're doing, and having a drink, and laugh. Anyway, a couple of hours later, I know, I'm with my missus as well, right? So we're walking out. I said, oh, come on, lad, we're going. I said, oh, come on, then let's go. Come on, so let's walk out. So as she's walking out, she's walked out. As I've gone to walk out, as we come to the door, and open the door, and there's a car there, right? So Zoe can't go out, because there's a car there. So I said, who fucking car's that? So the fella that's my cousin's sort of governor, yeah, has gone to me, nah, lad, your missus can't come with us. So I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you need to get in the car. So I was like, for what? So he was like, just get in the car, lad. I was like, for what, mate? And he went, we need you to get in the car. I said, like that, yeah? And he went, well, yeah. I said, all right, sweet. I said, sweet, I'll take the car, go home. I'll see you later. I've jumped in the car. There's a geezer on the other side. I've jumped in the car. The geezer there's jumped in, shut the door. The other geezer jumped in the front. The other geezer jumped in the driver's seat. No, the other geezer's in the driver's seat. So we drove off. So I was like, bro, what's going on? Listen, nah, the geezer in the front's turned around and starts screaming and shouting at me. Mank fella. So I won't mention names, but they'll talk about it to you themselves. So it's not an issue, right? So the mank fella's turned around and started screaming at me. Listen, yeah, you're paying this, you're paying that, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm thinking, hold on a minute. You've just mentioned something to me. This is what I'm saying in my head. You've just mentioned something to me. I've run my pal. We're going down to speak to my pal. He's got scratch and a bit of graphia. And now you think... And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So I just sort of said, do you know what? Hold on, mate, please, do yourself a favour. Wind your neck in a minute. I said, mate, please, relax, because I ain't got an issue with you right now. Let me just chat to you, you no good, dirty, fat cunt of a man. I said, how the fuck do you think I'm going to take you down to see my pal now? I said, are you fucking dumb? I said, I'll tell you what you do, right? So I've let him in the fucking pants, I pulled my tool out, I threw my tool in the dashboard. I said, you fucking do what you want to do, my friend. I said, because we ain't going fucking nowhere with you and your pals. So if you think you're going to iron me out, there's the fucking tool, you stupid looking cunt. And then the geezer in the front starts giving it all the boo. I said, who are you fucking talking to, you cunt? There's the tool. Well, get out of the fucking motor. So he's jumped out of the motor. I've jumped out of the motor. The other people jumped out of the motor. I've gone, come on. And he's gone, look, calm down. I think there's a misunderstanding. I said, yeah, there is a fucking misunderstanding. You need to take me back to my missus, yeah, and fuck off away from me, you cheeky little cunt. And then basically they've gone, calm down, mate. Fucking calm down, you stupid cunt. And then basically, I made them drive me back to my car. I said, you see that bit of scratch? It's gone, mate, you fucking mug. And then basically got in the car and drove off, rung me power out. I said, mate, you never guess what's just happened? And I told him exactly what happened. He was like, fuck. So the very next day, I rung my pal. No, the very next day, I've turned up at my pal's house, old rooftops, right? He lived in a villa down on the corner of Estepona and Marbella. So I've turned up at his house and I'm fuming. Mate, you see this fucking little cunt, such and such, I want him now, mate. He's like, relax. I said, what do you mean, relax? I said, mate, he's a fucking liberty taker. What, he thinks he can fucking have me up like that in front of my missus? In front of my fucking missus? I said, I ain't no cunt. Where is he? Who is he? So he's like, relax. He said, you never guessed what? I said, what? He said, he's next door in the villa. I said, shut up! Right, people that know me know that. This is me now, right? So he's what? He's next door. Shut up. So I went next door. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Geezed opened the door. I said, mate, where's your governor? He went, lad. I said, mate, where's your governor? I said, please tell your governor that I need to fucking speak to him as soon as possible because he took a fucking liberty yesterday and I need to speak to him because in Spain or Europe, when you take a liberty, there's an instant bill. There's an instant bill and it starts in the hundreds of thousands, right? So what they've done to me in front of my missus, that's £500,000 back in them, like that mindset. That's like, what? Fuck that, you owe me half a bar. So in my brain, I was just looking for any excuse to stick it on this fella and fucking just tear into him, limb by limb and fucking penny by penny, right? Because that's the mindset we used to have. Boom. So he disappeared. I never see him again. And anyway, so he got out of there. I see his youngsters here, there and everywhere and they'd all make little comments or say what they wanted to say. But the snake's head was never there. The snake's head was never around, right? And I was there, I was doing what I was doing and I wasn't giving it the big and I was just responding and reacting to someone taking fucking liberty with me. Anyway, so now, obviously that sort of rippled out because the bar we was in was called the Paparazzi Bar, right? We was in the Paparazzi Bar. So I've gone back to the bar, right? I've gone back to the bar. Now, the people in the bar weren't aware, I don't believe, of the gravity or the magnitude of what went on. So to them, I was just like a drunk fella coming back and ranting and raving, but I've gone back in there. I said, you see, you fucking mob. I said, you really thought that them cunts could intimidate me? I said, there ain't a man amongst you. There ain't a fucking man amongst you. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm the kind of guy, if there's an issue, fucking stick it on me there and then. You don't need to be slippery and fucking lure me anywhere. If I've got a problem, I was meeting you head on. Yeah, it wasn't no round the corner, slipping up and doing you from behind or waiting for you to come out of your bird. It was on me. And if you want to meet me anywhere in this fucking planet, I'd meet you there, tooled up, ready to go. And that was the mindset I had. So what they done, in my head, I was thinking, you fucking cheeky cunt. Now, who in that bar had known about that all night because that was something that was planned all night. So I've gone back to the geezer that took me to the bar. I said, see you fucking dog. I said, how the fuck could you think them people would intimidate me? I said, what is your problem? He was like, Marv, like, yeah. I said, do you know what, fuck off. Anyway, so that was a little bit of a splash because the ripple to that sort of got everybody talking about this kid. Right? Who is this kid? What is this kid? So obviously they write home or send messages home and people say, oh no, Marv, right, yeah, he don't go to the shop for a packet of fags about an headache, mate. Like, because that's what I was like. I was just ag. Anywhere I went, ag. Anything I'd done, ag. Anything was just ag. So everything was confrontation, everything was ag, everything was money, everything was just survival. So I was just ferocious. I didn't care. So now that's happened. The fella's fucked off, his youngsters are still about. So there's a bit of a splash now. So people are actually taking me a little bit serious than they did because this geezer had a bit of not a stronghold, but he had a bit of a network. He had a few things going on. He was making a few quid, and had been for a very long time. Had a bit of ag with me. Saw better of the situation. Moved away himself. Like kept his little tentacles in the pie. Everybody in his little group used to ruffle their feathers every now and then, but we never actually come confrontational. Nothing really happened where it actually ignited. I think the mutual understanding is this, right? That I will kill you, and I know you will kill me. Simple. So there's certain people you don't communicate with. You just little nod of the head, little nod of the head. Because anything more than that, it was off. So everything I'd done rather, was just to get me through this fucking maze of madness. So I'm going through Spain, all of a sudden, and a couple of bits of ag with the Russians and the Bulgarians, like I said. Couple of English people, I had to stick it on, take a load of motors off someone. So you get a phone call, Marv, listen, someone's had me over. What they took? 750 grand. Right, I want 300 grand, mate. Who is it? Wow, that's headache. No, I want 350, and they would give it to you. So to me, it was just sticking it on people, recovering assets, getting money, jewellery, cars, even villas. Do you know what I'm saying? So to me, I was buzzing. I was in it. I was flying about. When I walked to a bar, everybody knew me. When I went to a restaurant, everybody knew me. When I went to the beach, everybody knew me. When I walked in, all the security knew me. So I was in my comfort zone. I was in that place that I was in England. Do you know what I'm saying? So the levels that you go through and the levels that you create, it's just they're just exponential. So they grow and continue. The worse you get, the more violent you get. The more violent you get, the more sort of respect you get. And sort of, I don't know whether it's respect, but anyway, we're there, we're flying. I'm doing everything right now. People flying over to see me, people coming to see me, people doing what we're doing, and I'm living as well as I can in that time. I'm fucking flying. In my head, I'm flying. In my life, I'm flying. I've got a 535 M Sport BM. The missus had I think she had a Freelander at the time. Living in a nice house on the beach. I mean, I think a 4-bedroom house on the beach we were living at. You know, you used to walk along the beach and then you end up in Ocean Club. Like, it was sick. So the lifestyle that I was leading was fucking a dream come true. So I'm grafting, causing ag, creating problems, trauma after trauma. There weren't no shootouts with me personally in Spain, but there was a lot of gun activity around the circles or the environment that I was in. And there was a lot of slags, like people, like, obviously people just taking liberties, like taking bits of someone and saying, oh, someone nicked them, or someone nicked them, or someone done this. But I was never a scumbag like that. So I was always revered and known as being correct, and whatever come out of my mouth was right. So I'd stand on it. So going through Spain, I'm doing bits and pieces, and then the bitterness started, I think. You know, the major villain from England coming over, you know, but I'm getting a little bit more attention. I'm getting a little bit more respect. I'm getting a little bit more sort of authority. That's what happened, I believe, right? So obviously this story's all leading somewhere, right? So now I'm flying about, I'm doing what I'm doing, right? I'm cracking on. I'm selling watches, I'm selling cars, I'm fucking moving products, I'm protecting products, I'm doing everything you can do in Marbella. I'm rolling about with one of the most unconventional characters that Marbella had really at the time, young Kia. Like, although he wasn't a criminal, yeah, he was a very manipulative man that always struck his targets fast and steady, right? But was always successful to a degree. Like, he always got what he aimed for. So he was in the manipulating business and just sort of straight business, but making money. It was just, how they do it, I don't know, but it's all legitimate. You can't get nicked for it, and you end up owning clubs. And I suppose you can get nicked for certain intimidation things. So it's all an intimidation coup and all the bullshit. So I learned a lot about the business, the infrastructure of the businesses with this Keown fella, learning how people do stuff. So we're rolling about, I'm collecting debts for him. Then I met Dave Campbell. So Dave Campbell, so I met Dave. So I'm talking about everything pre-shooting. So I met Dave, never thought much of Dave really in the first impressions. I just thought very loud, very egotistical. Because I always base people on their physical abilities. So if you couldn't have a straightener, like to me, you weren't a proper man. And that was the mindset I had. So everything I've viewed people just on their basic physical attributes and their mental abilities. So if I met someone, if they was acting like a dickhead, then they're idiots. And they couldn't have a fight, then I wouldn't waste time for them. I wouldn't have it with people that couldn't have it, because if it kicked off anywhere, then I need people with me that's not going to run, they're going to stand. So I'll stand on my own and have it with anyone. So I need people around me that are like-minded. So meeting people and doing things, I was striving to the top of the tree. So now I'm doing everything over there, being that guy, and sort of living a life. And the levels we got to, there was a little group of, North Londoners come over one day, and there was a little firm of them. And this was the level where I got to over there, just so you can understand that. These people are well known over here, they're well respected all over the country, if not internationally themselves. And they've turned up firm-handed at one of the clubs over there. And when they've turned up, there's, I don't know, about 10, 12, 15 of them. I'm not sure the exact amount of men that have turned up, but they've turned up firm-handed. Bar staff have gone, nah, not tonight, mate. Not tonight, not tonight. So now the fella's try to graft his way in, and it ain't happening. So as they're walking off, one of the young bucks, the turned man, and got to the bouncer, but I've been told this afterwards, right? He said this as a joke in-house because of the information he'd been receiving about me. He had an opinion of me, right? So he's turned around to the bouncer and gone, hey, dickhead, yeah, you know, my pal Marvin's going to be upset that you made us walk away from here, right? And they've all started laughing. Right, now this is a fact, because we've got the geezer turned around, because the geezer was my pal, he's gone, talking about Marvin. You're Marvin's people. He's gone, obviously, he's played the part now, hasn't he? He's turned around, he's gone, yeah, we're Marvin's people, mate. So we've gone, fuck, we should have just said, mate, come. So he's gone, what? He said, come, man, you're sweet, come on, all of you. So they've all gone in. Now, when the bills come, the same fella has turned around and said, wow, you need to speak to your pal. We weren't expected to pay a bill. And then the geezer come running over, oh, what are you talking about? There with Marvin, what are you doing? And he gripped the bill up. And then just let them party on the house, sort of, and they were firm-handed. And things like that rub people up the wrong way, you understand? So when I was over there and I was doing things, like, I made relationships with people that surmounted business. It wasn't about business with me with people. It was about me as a person and what people like in me as a person and my character, my abilities, and just sort of my determination to continue moving forward. So now, these little incidents happened sporadically throughout Spain. So people would turn up giving it the big I am. They go and speak to someone for anything, and they say, oh, go and speak to Marvin. You're from London. Yeah, you know Marvin. Yeah, go and speak to Marvin. There's a few people that never really, I suppose didn't like the fact that they have to come to one of the youngsters or come to someone they don't like or someone they can't get on well with or someone that's black. Right, so this went on for a little while, seeing people on meets, doing bits and pieces, and then what happened? There's a couple of deals going on. I had to go and see some old boy down at a salt beef gaff in the Pole. We've gone down there speaking to a couple of friends about something, and one of my mates has introduced me to some older guy. The older guy had a son. Anyway, we're talking, finished talking about what we were talking about, and then the guy went on to talk about his son. He was a bit overweight because he can he come gym with me? Can he do this? Can he do that? I was like, if he trains, yeah, it's not an issue. I said, where is he? I said, get him come with me. We'll have a combo and see what kind of training he wants to do. So anyway, I met this fella, come to the gym, and he was all right. He weren't nothing special, but what struck me about this kid was if I said to him 7 o'clock in the morning, he'd be outside my house 10 to 7. If I said 6 o'clock in the morning, he'd be there 10 to 6. Half 8, whatever time I said be at my house, he'd be there 10 minutes before. So I really admired that because I'm the people that know me know. So now, I'm with this guy now. Drive me here, drive me there, drive me here, drive me there. Now this kid, he was from over Essex, but he had ties to North London because he was birds. His bird was the nan to someone's kids, something like that, from the plot. Anyway, so I started saying to his kid, driving him about, he's driving me about doing what we're doing. So effectively, he's like, we're getting to know each other, but he's like my driver. So I'm doing all crazy sort of stuff, sticking it on this one, sticking it on that one. I'm getting paid because he's driving with me. I'm giving him a bust up of what I'm earning. So he was getting good money, good drinks. It was decent. It was decent. It was decent enough for him to invite or pay for people to fly over, have a weekend on him, and go back home. So basically, me and him were having it for a few months. He's driving me back. But what he did make very clear from the off was that he didn't want to get in any ag. So I thought, all right, yes, because he was a bit of a lump and he could half have it. So I thought he'd be up for it, but he wasn't, because when I stuck it on the Romanian lot and the Russian lot, he sort of refused to get involved and said that I'm not going to bother getting involved in that one. So he never got no wages for certain things. So it never dawned on me early on anyway, but I'm grafting with him now, running about doing some bits and pieces, nicking money here, nicking money there, flying at this one, flying at that one. Yeah, so now we're in Spain. I'm absolutely making waves. I'm known all over Marbella, the restaurants, the club scene, everywhere you can go, I'm known. All my youngsters are coming over from London now. Everyone's partying, everybody's getting on it, everybody's getting in it, and everybody's having fun and making money. So the life was where it needed to be. Everything was going well from that perspective. Yeah. So then basically, what happened after? Yeah, so now I'm having it with Mark. So now my driver's driving everywhere with me, we're doing everything together. He showed courage sometimes he never. So one day, we're around my mate's house. And my mate said to me, I've got a few watches here, mate. Do you want any? I was like, no, I'm all right, I've got two. Because I had a watch for near enough every day. 4 watches I had, really expensive. So I was like, no, I'm all right, I can't be bothered. So Mark's turned round and gone, oh, can I have a look? So they've gone, yeah, go on, have a look. So he's asked for a certain Panerai, a certain special edition Panerai. So he said to Phil, can I take this? So my pal said to me, is he all right? I said, yeah, sweet enough. I said, I was paying him anyway, so there's no way he's not getting paid because I'm paying him and he can pay him, it's not an issue. Or I can give him the money directly. Sweet, not a problem. Anyway, so I never thought nothing of it, give him the watch. A couple of days later, I'll give Mark some money. The mind didn't go and pay for the watch. Don't forget to pay for the watch. Oh no, sweet, I'll do that, don't worry about it. So because I'd plugged him into my network, I didn't have to double check or make sure he done things, because we just do things that's supposed to be done. You don't, stupidly, you don't double check. So anyway, so we're having it now, we're doing what we're doing, partying, all the people coming over, going to the spray party. And then I started noticing something about my driver. I started noticing that I'm only paying all the bills. Like, and I'm not moaning over spending money, but when you think about it, we all go out and we make a pound note, then we go raving, and a bill comes in for the bed, and it's £3.5 grand. That ain't for one person to pay. Do you understand? Like, And this was occurring too often. £1,000, £1,800, £2,200, £3,600, £4,400. Right? So on this day, I just sort of said, mate, can I have a word a minute? I said, what's the matter? I said, look, I ain't being funny. I said, but when your pals come over to see you, I said, you disappear for a few days. You do whatever it is you're doing, right? And then you come back with me, you nick a few quid, I'll give you a few quid. You nick a few more quid, I'll give you a few more quid. I said, then people come over, you fuck off and you do what you do. And I was like, bear in mind, you don't ever invite me. I'm never invited on your little expeditions with your people. You go on your boat, or you're going here, or you're going there. Whenever you come back and you tell me, I'm happy for you. It's not a problem. But what I do have got a fucking issue with is the fact that every time I go out with you, I've got to pay the bills. I said, I'm not your bird. You're not my bird, right? So I don't understand why you think you can fuck me, yeah, out of Reddy's and stand there giving it the big one. I said, it's not on, mate. I said, fair is fair. I don't mind you being there, and I don't mind you having it. I said, so I don't mind, but you got to start throwing in, mate. I said, so unless you've got your own money, you can't come out with me no more. I don't want you in it. I don't want you out with me because you're fucking nausing my bones. Sweet. So I didn't know you felt like that. I just thought you didn't mind spending. Whatever excuse come up with, I said, mate, do you know what? No disrespect. I said, where I come from, when we go out, I pay a bill, then you pay a bill. You pay a bill, then I pay a bill. I pay a bill, then you pay a bill. And it's just a mutual understanding. And we spend equal amounts. I don't pay a bill for £2 grand and you pay a bill for 100 quid. It don't work like that. We keep an eye on what we're spending. We're looking after each other, bro. It ain't about you getting as much as you can out of me. So, you know, all right, sweet, look, I'm really sorry. It won't happen again. So, all right, sweet, not an issue. So we're going out now, doing bits and pieces, doing what you do, grafting, making money, flying around, partying, drinking. These spray parties come up the end of every month, or these big dues come up in Marbella every so often. They're not regular, but when they come up, everybody's got to be there. So you're either at Olivia Belair's, you're at Ocean, you're at Sisu, you're at, what's that one? Buddha. Right, so you go to these places and they're nice parties, but you need to spend. Otherwise, you look like a dry lunch. So, a few bits and pieces are coming up. He's turned up, bit of Reddy's, love it. Not a problem, partying. Gone out, I'm having a laugh. And I did like him, he was a lovable fella. And then basically, the straw that broke the camel's back with him was, I didn't know he'd done this. I didn't know he had done this before. But what happened was, we got to a party, and a few of my pals would come over. So we were all partying. Mark's giving me his little lump of money. I was like, yeah, I like it. He's decent now. He's carving shit up. Lovely. He's part of the clique. We're all getting on together. So all of a sudden, we were partying. Come the end of the day, like the day party start at 12 and they finish about 7, 8 o'clock. So about 5, 6 o'clock, my pal who's flown over from England to see me, right, Charlesy, he's come over to see me, I think it was Charlesy. He's gone, Marv, do me a favour. I said, what's that? He said, can you make sure your pal gives you that bag back? I was like, what bag? He said, your mate. I said, what mate? What are you talking about? He said, Marv. I said, yeah, what about him? He said, well, before we come in earlier, he asked to borrow £1 grand off me. Mate. Oh, do you know when you just lose it? I was like, what? So the money you give me, he borrowed off of you. He's like, yeah, so mate, I'll be the fucking dirty fucking scumbag, you no good cunt. How could you come in my company and embarrass me like this? You fucking animal. Do yourself a favour, fuck off. I don't want nothing more to do with you no more. Nothing more to do with you, mate, please. Otherwise it's going to end in tears. So he's fucked off doing what he's doing. So then I'll get back on my journey, do what I'm doing, sticking it on people all over Spain and France and all sorts of fucking Holland, Sweden. And I'm making a bit of a name for myself. But I'm partying hard and being out every Friday, Saturday. I was out doing what we're doing, as you do in Marbella. So now, what happened? So after that, he fucked off. No, it wasn't. The villa happened. Yeah, so the villa happened. I had the murders with the Russians and the Romanians, and then a spray party happened. I fucked Mark off in the spray party. Come towards the end of that summer, well, it was September the 24th, but come towards the end of it, I hadn't seen Mark. And basically, he'd come to the gym. I'd be working out in one part of the gym. And when I don't talk to people, I just don't talk to them. I just pretend that they don't exist, they're not there. So I'd walk in, I'd see him, and just pay him no mind, get on with what I'm doing what I'm doing. And that went on for a few months. Yeah, so that was mine and his relationship pretty much done. I don't know what went on behind closed doors, although I can assume shit, but you know me, don't bother. So now, grafting, doing what I'm doing, I'm grafting, I'm fucking growing the Russians, the Romanians, the French, the Algerians, the Italians, the South Americans, like the Irish, like everybody in Europe had some sort of relationship with me. Do you understand? It wasn't, I was with this person, I was with that person, I was with this person, I was that. Up until the shooting, I was just having it with everybody, doing what I was doing. What I used to do in England, I've done with everybody in Europe. Now, the only people that I never actually worked with prior to me getting shot was anyone to do with the Irish lot. So all the Irish lot, I never had anything to do with prior to me getting shooting. And I'll get to that. I'll get to the whys to that in a minute. So now we're going nicking money. So now we've gone from 25 grand a month up to 100, 200, 300 grand a month. So in my head, I'm flying. I'm doing everything I need to do. I've got everything I need. My family's all right. My kids are all right. Everybody's going where they're going. Things are spinning. I've got money to last me for 2-3 years now. I'm laughing. I'm happy. So I was on top of the world. I was on top of the world. I really was. I really felt on top of the world. Yeah. I really did feel on top of the world. Like I was angry. I was aggressive. I walked into the gaff, I had my tool on me. It was like, yeah, and I was getting treated with respect everywhere. It wasn't fear. People sort of respected me being on my own, and it was warranted. A lot of the aggression I had over there was warranted because everybody was over there in their firms, right? So you've got all the firms from all around the world in Marbella. Who was I there with? My lonesome. So I'm over there doing what I'm doing, all on my lonesome. And then basically, my nephews come over. Well, they're my nephews, Barry and Tracy Lydon's son. And basically, because I've known Barry and Tracy from ever, me and Barry used to hang about each other when we were kids. I used to sleep at his house, his sister used to sleep at our house, him and Anna. Tracy and Anna was really good friends. Tracy good friends with my mum. It was just nice, growing up with them, you know. And then Tracy had a son and a daughter, and the son I sort of adopted as my nephew, become son type, and tried to mould him into the person that I was becoming, and just trying to make his life better for him, you know. So he come over to Spain, spent some time with me. We were kind of big pals. And it was through that process, me and him, I'm working with young Ash, trying to get his head right, trying to get his mind right, trying to get his body right. And then, yeah, it was one sunny afternoon. Where was I? I was over Cancelada. So I'm in Cancelada, Los Flamingos. So I'm on the complex now, I'm driving out the complex, and I get a phone call from my pal. He said, Marv, sorry to disturb you, mate. He said, I ain't being funny. He said, but I hate to ask. He said, go on, mate, you all right? What's happening? What's the matter? He said, no, it's not that. It's just, you see your pal. I was like, what pal? He said, Mark. I was like, yeah. He said, well, you ain't been down to pay for that watch yet. I was like, what? He said, they ain't paying for that watch. I said, what watch? I'd actually forgot about the watch. So he said, that panel, I remember when you come around the house that day? I thought, what are you talking about? I'll give him the money to pay for that. So I remember giving him the money the next day and said, make sure you go and pay for that kettle. And I said to him after that, just pay for the kettle? Yeah. He told me he did. So I always thought he'd pay for it. So bam, I got the message, Marv, your mate ain't paid for the watch. Oh mate, I've just gone nuts. I was like, what do you mean you ain't paid for it? So I've rung him up, you cheeky cunt, where are you? One sec, I just need to go to the toilet. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that, but ever since getting shot in that private parts, mate, it does you in. When I've got to go, otherwise I'll wet myself, so I do apologise for that slight exit. So yeah, so now I get the phone call. Like, what needs to be paid for? You need to pay for the watch. So now I'm thinking, what the fuck? What do you mean? So I rang him up, I said, you see you, mate, yeah? I said, you know you need to go and pay for that watch? His instant response was, what's it got to do with you? People that know me know, right? So I was like, what? You cheeky cunt. What the fuck do you mean, what's that got to do with me? That's my pal's kettle, mate. I said, I stood on for that, man. You need to go and pay for it. I said, to be quite honest with you, if you don't pay for it, I've got to pay for it. It's as simple as that. So I'm telling you now, for free, you fucking cheeky little ponce cunt, yeah? If you don't pay for the watch, I'm going to punch your fucking head in and you can keep it, right? Where are you? I said, what are you on about? Why are you being like that? Why are you sticking it on me? I said, what do you mean? I said, listen, the conversation's done, bro. Yeah, the conversation's done. So the next question is this. Are you going to pay for that watch? So he said to me, why are you putting it on me? I feel like you intimidate me. So I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Where are you, mate? Where are you? He said, I'm down the port. I said, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to drive down the port. And if by the time I get there, you ain't paid for that watch or you ain't got that watch in your van, I'm going to punch your fucking head in, you cheeky little prick. And I put the phone down. So I drove down the road, see little Ash. I said, Ash, what's happening, son? So I had a 357 on me or something like that at the time. So I said, take that, put that indoors. I've got to go down the port. I'll be back in a minute. Nah, drove down the port, flew down there, pulled up outside the gaff, walked in. He ain't there. His pal's sitting there. So I said, mate, where's your pal? He's gone. He's going to be back in a minute. I said, sweet. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do while we wait for your fucking pal. I said, I'm going to enlighten you into a few fucking things about your pal. I said, because obviously you don't know your pal, right? He said, what are you on about, mate? I said, listen, right, that little fucking cunt, right, who's telling me, yeah, that he don't know why I'm getting the or it's got nothing to do with me, that kettle, right? That kettle that he's fucking got started here. I met him in this place right here. This is where I met him 3 months ago. No, about 4 or 5 months ago, I met him here, in this gaff, right? I said, because of his dad, yeah, and my pal, I brought him under my wing, right? And I started making him money. And I started giving him X amount of money. Now, I'll give him percentages. I've gone through 300 to 400 quid in the last 7 months. I said, and these are the percentages. I said, I don't know how much I'll give him, but I'm telling you now, it's from about 60 grand up to about 80, maybe 90. Well, I don't know how much. I said, but I've been getting 100 quid here, 50 quid there, 70 quid here, 120 quid here. And he's been getting chunks, mate, yeah? So I haven't been keeping an eye on everything he's got about. But this cheeky cunt come round my mate's house the other day, yeah? Well, a couple of months ago. Seen a couple of watches, took the watch. I gave him the fucking money the following day to pay for the watch. And he ain't paid for the watch, mate. Now he's fucking telling me down the phone, what's he got to do with me? I'm going to punch your fucking pal's head in when he comes back. So this fella turns around to me, because he knows what's going on. So why don't you do yourself a favour, mate? So why don't you go home, right, and I'll bring him down the gym tomorrow, and you can do what you want. He said, but I really think you should go now and deal with this later, or tomorrow. I said, no, mate. I said, you're fucking buzzing. I said, you don't know me. I said, if he's going to get a tool, yeah, he can fucking use it. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to sit here until he comes back, yeah? Fucking, what do you think I am? Like, because this is the person I was. I was like, I don't give a fuck, mate. I don't give a fuck what he comes back with. If he's got to kill me today, he got to fucking kill me today. Now, cheeky cunt. Now, if I'm being honest, yeah, I actually thought he'd have a baseball bat or a blade or a sword. That's what I actually believe. So I'm sitting here talking to his people. Right, all of a sudden, he's turned the corner. So I said, oh, here he is. Here we go, come on in. So I walked out the bar where we were sitting, walked to the pavement. He's walking towards me. He's about 15, 20 metres away. So I said, right, you cheeky little cunt. Now, where we were walking up towards, behind me, there was a little plot where you could have a straightener. You could have a straightener and no one's going to interfere, right? So I said, come on, up here, bollocks. And he's gone, what? I said, what do you mean, what, you mug? I said, up here. So I've turned around and I've pointed where the green is. I said, on the green now, you cheeky little mug. So then he's gone like that and pulled up and showed me the strap, right? So I was like, what? You bought a strap for me, you cheeky cunt. Now, with that, I'm just thinking, I'm going to smash your fucking head in. So I started walking towards him. As I started walking towards him, bam, boom, he shot me straight in the leg, right? Shots me in my leg. And if you go on my page, you'll see the camera, the uploads, right? You'll see where it shattered my leg. So this just, so I've hit the deck straight away. As I've hit the deck, I've tried to go to get up. As I've tried to get up, he shot me again through the arm, off the floor, into my hip and out of my spine. So that sort of knocked me down. And then I've sort of thought, you cheeky cunt. So I've tried to get up. As I've tried to get up, he's gone to put the bullet, the gun in my head. But as I've come up, I've sort of pulled back to look up at him. Like, and I can't remember exactly what I said to him. But I said something to him along the lines of, finish your job, cunt, or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was something along them lines. And then he sort of crashed again. So he's gone, boom, one, boom, two, boom, three. But before the third one, I'd said something. I can't remember the exact word because you just say shit, you know what I mean? But it was like, fucking you better finish your job now, cunt, or I hope you're going to finish what you started, or something along them lines. And then the third shot has gone, and it went down on my, down my penis and shot my right testicle out, right? So now I'm sort of slumped over. And then in the back of my brain, I'm hearing, get up, get up, get up, don't fucking lay down, get up. So I thought, this cunt, how's this cunt going to kill me, man? This cunt's going to kill me because I can hear his footsteps coming towards me, right? I've looked up. As I've looked up, he's walking towards me like with his hand down like that. And I just thought, this cunt, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to fucking kill me. How can I die now? How can I die, my baby? Because the missus was in Court in Glaze, this big shopping centre, buying the baby, Sloan, who's just been born 2 weeks, buying her a new buggy because she was born premature. So the big buggy we had was too big for her, something like that. So that was the last thought that went through my head as he walked over and he's gone, bang, bang, like that. And that was it. One in the forehead, one in the eye. And my head's gone back, boom. Because I actually thought I got shot once in the head, right? But one of my mates, a Dutch fella that I know, said he was sitting there. He said, Mum, I was sitting outside the pizza gaff, mate. He said, I see it, mate. You had 2 in the nut, mate. Bang, bang. I see it. One in the bum, and then the other one. And the eye just exploded. It was fucking sick. I vomited. And this is what I'm getting told from other people, right? Obviously, it's all in slow motion. So, as he's done me in the head, I remember going back, boom, and I thought, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me. And then as I was coming up, I remember seeing the barrel, and then it was just like a white flash, and then it was like, you know when you get punched on the bone and your eye swells right up, it was like that. So I've gone back, my head's hit the floor. And then I heard someone say, Marvin, is that you? So that was like in a split second, saying, Marvin, is that you? And then I thought, wow, I'm in heaven. That fucking cunt. And as I've looked up, it was a geezer called T from the Buddha gym. And I was like, bruh. And then I've heard the footsteps running. So as I've turned around, I see him going around the corner. So I thought, what the fuck? Like, and because the shooting like happened so quick, like, I tried to move, couldn't move. I thought, fuck. So I've got bits and pieces in the car and phone. So I've gone to the T, I said, do me a favour, get my phone out of the car, So now I'm looking at the bullet holes. Looked at me little man downstairs and he was busting me. And I was like, damn. And then looking where, and I was like, fuck. And then I'm trying to feel my face, and I said, mate, and I'm trying to get the car wing mirrors to have a look at my face, and I couldn't see my face. I couldn't see the holes, right? So he's come back and said, Marv, you need to relax. You've been shot in the head. So I was like, what are you talking about? He said, relax. I said, give me my fucking phone. So now I'm thinking, right, if I'm not dead, I'm going to go into shock, and I'm going to pass out. So I'm going to ring people, like my people, and say, listen, this cunt has just tried to kill me, mate. This cunt just tried to kill me. This is who it was, right? If I die, this is who it was, right? And then I tried, next phone call was to Zoe. Wouldn't go through. And then, what happened? I was ringing a few people, right? So I rang about 3-4 people, said, look, I think I'm going to go over in a minute. I said, I was being shot, mate. I don't know, because a lot of people don't realise about gunfire, right? But because every time the gun, you pull the trigger, you hear 2 bangs, right? So bang, bang is 1, bang, bang is 2, bang, bang. So because it was all in slow motion, like boom, 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 boom. Like, I didn't even know how many times I've been shot. All I knew is I had holes all over me. There was the mad thing about it, you weren't blood pissing out of nowhere, so I would just see holes in my clothes, and I was like, I'm looking, and I couldn't move. And then basically the police, someone shouted at the police had turned up, they come over, and because I rung the ambulance, that was it. I rung the ambulance, and the ambulance kept hanging up on me. I was like, no, seriously, I'm not even joking. I've been shot, man. I don't even know how many times I've been shot. I've been shot all over. I've been shot in the face. I've been shot in the head. Like, and it was like, why? Many I said I've been shot in the head. They all hung up, right? So now, old Bill have turned up. They've like rung the ambulance. When the ambulance has come, carted me away. And I remember the last thing I said to the doctor, as I'm like, they wheeled me, like they moved me, got me onto the stretcher, got me into the ambulance, got me to the hospital, right? And that was the most painful thing that ever happened to me in my entire life. The shooting itself wasn't actually painful. It was just too quick. But the moving me and the after effect, bruv, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So basically, yeah, I get shot, get put in the hospital, and the last thought I had, right, I'm in the hallway, and the doctors come in, and obviously the leg just looked mangled, because where it sort of crushed and twisted and I fell on it. So it just looked deformed. So all I said to the doctor was, save my leg, no matter how much it costs, save my leg, don't take my leg. And then I remember passing out, do you know what I mean? And I said save my leg in Spanish, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So basically, that was it. I went to sleep. Coma, not coma, the what's it called when you go to sleep and you get the anaesthetic? And then bam, I remember coming through. And I remember thinking, wiggle your toes, just wiggle your toes. And I wiggled my toes and I could see them real, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to be all right. And that was it. So that's me up until the shooting now. I want to leave it there to today. And then we'll come back tomorrow and Sunday. And then it will just, from tomorrow onwards, it's going to drive into what we're doing now, because that shooting was the actual turning point, transformation, sort of wake up. It was like the wake up. Right, so I'm going to say hello to a few people, morning everybody. Yeah, right, Amy, Sam. Morning, Sam. So it's just nice later on watching. Shout out. I remember it's been important for me to get a shout out. Robert, Milson, Amy, Heidi, Johnny, Nikki, Atty, Stephen, Robert, Amy, Dave, Nikki, Johnny, Heidi, Spencer, morning Spencer, Ricky, Andy, Beth, Stephen, Cav, Atty, Jamie, hold on, Amy, Mike, yes, Sam, Connor, Rachel, Stephen, Drew, Nicola, glad to see you on board again, Nicola, Cressler, Bill, Andy, Mark, Sharon, Michael, yes, Michael, yeah. I'll be able to see you guys as soon as this pandemic sort of calms down. Dean, Richard, yes, Richard, Mark, Louise, Darren, David, Dolly, Andrew, nice one. The Joker's on board. Kirsty, oh, nice one, Kirsty. That's me little scouts like that. Jamie, Wayne, Lewis, Jordan, Peter, Graham, Peter, 100%. Yeah, yes, Sean. We're going into the next leg in a minute. All the training's coming up in a minute because we've just been shot now. Yes, Will, Anne, Andy, Manny, Lee, Anthony Pink and Anthony Prince, Larry Soundy, yes, morning, yeah, morning Lisa, Sammy. Lisa, could you get Riley to give me a call, please? Much appreciated. Ella, Ben, yes, Butter, my guy. I want to keep talking about stuff we got up to as well, but where we're going past, I might have to come back in a little bit and revisit the graffiti days. You know what I'm saying to you? There's a big shout out I want to do as well. Yes, Jono, Shirley, Dave, Theo, Sinead, Johnny, Matthew, Danny, Dawn, Stephen, Zion. Barbara, yes, Chrissy, Dominic. Oh, morning, Dominic. Dominic Vaughan, going to be one of the trainers of the century in a few years to come, no doubt. Ian Mack, Paul Coping, yes. So that was up until the shooting today, and then basically life goes on. So phase 2 tomorrow. After the shooting. So I want to do another live feed as well when I drive down to London. I'm driving down to London this afternoon. So I'll do another live feed then as well. Just talk about mindset stuff that I've been getting up to. So if you fancy having another listen, speak to you shortly. God bless, take care, have a fantastic day.